What's going on, y'all? It's your favorite drunk of noon, Belichick calling all the plays. Thank you for joining us on Drunk Us Podcast. Tune in to hear the latest news on sports, gambling advice, fantasy sports, and trade rumors, and more. It's raw in the cut. You don't want to miss this shit. Make sure to follow us on all platforms, including our YouTube at Drunk Us Podcast. Yo, it's your favorite drunk Uncle Noon Belichick calling all the motherfucking plays.
Yo, it's Campaign J, man. We here, episode 10, season finale.
Now we're here.
We made it without getting canceled.
Still not canceled yet.
So let's try to get canceled today, man. Fuck it. Let's get it going, man.
Bang, right?
Let's go.
With my goal this season. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Sean Ragland here again. Thank you for tuning in to the last episode of the season for Drunks Uncle Podcast. It's been a fun season, so let's finish it off strong.
Yep. Jimmy Hicks also, happy to be here. 10th episode. We made it. I'm ready to talk some shit. I'm ready to talk some shit today.
Yeah, y'all probably wonder why I'm sitting here dressed like a junior deacon, but I'll address that later while I'm dressed like Thurgood
Got a
Marshall.
church camp.
Steve Harvey here, man.
Steve Harvey, Pew, 3 P's.
man.
Look, let's talk about it, man.
Hey, man. Send them to people.
Hey, man, you feel me?
Look.
Look.
The shoes,
Hey, man,
Hey,
my leg don't go that high no more. I wish that motherfucker would get my pants too tight.
Oh, shit, man. Hey, we're going to talk about this later on. But
Oh, yeah, for sure. Shout out for Mosaic. You see those shit in the
man.
back. You see Victor George in the background. You see
Turned
it. You
up.
see
Good
it.
stuff right there.
turned up,
Oh,
man.
yeah, for sure.
Smooth.
Yep.
Smooth.
Yeah.
All right,
So let's get into it, man. So it's March, nigga. I like to act mad around this time, man. You feel me? We got some shit going on. We got the March Madness brackets. What y'all got going on? What y'all thinking over there, man?
Yeah, man. So give us your predictions. Jimmy, Sean,
Talk
talk
to us. Y'all the big college guys, college basketball guys.
It's a lot of pressure.
Wait,
Oh yeah.
before I'm gonna give 3 picks of who you should bet for college basketball to win the championship. But let me ask everybody. Do you guys like college basketball at all?
Men's or because I like women's. I like women's way more than men.
I
Okay.
really only like the tournament. I mean, because that's the only time when it's like, because you get games like you was just saying, you lose to teams the good teams always find a way to lose, and these on the road all the time.
Yeah.
So it's just it doesn't really amount to what they're gonna do in the tournament. So it's
I agree.
neutral site, just get a
And it's just pure basketball. Ain't no school, nothing. It's
Right.
just basketball.
Right.
Basketball.
Yeah.
And it's no travel and all that. Like I said, it's no. You just have one site. We just hoop.
Yeah.
That's what we locked in.
So,
So
are y'all watching year round?
no.
Yeah, I haven't. I bet a lot.
Well, Michigan's been ass, so
No, yeah.
we're a laughing stock. So I don't really. I mean, other than Kentucky, but I'm not.
Who's your favorite team, Sean? You have a favorite team?
So the things I look for when I do bet college basketball, it's all about situational spots. So say instance,
Facts.
if you have a high ranked team, they get a big win at home, and obviously, you kind of want to look towards the home teams, college basketball, just because college basketball, that home crowd, you should see these fucking kids on the
going
road.
crazy.
They turn.
They
Blue
they get
suits and
so
shit.
shook
Winning.
every time they're on the road. If they miss 2 shots, every college basketball game, you'll see at least one graphic where it's so-and-so team has scored in 5 minutes. So it's really gross. So in college basketball, you really got to look for situational spots. You got to look to fade a team off a big win going on the road middle of the week. So you got to kind of look for situational spots like that. So, but as far as March Madness goes, so the things I'm looking for this year is who can actually play offense, because you
I
watch
have an answer for you.
a lot of college basketball. So let's go back. So obviously this draft class is a lot weaker. And I think the reason why it is weaker because you don't really have those skilled wings that
There's
can.
a lot of foreign players in this draft.
Yep.
So it's a lot of the top players in the draft are kind of more on the big man side. They just have the tools to be an NBA player.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things I'm looking for as far as the college basketball this year is who can actually score offense. So I got 3 teams who I think got a chance to win. So I'm gonna give the odds real quick. So this is gonna be the square play. Obviously, I know, but you probably want to go with UConn plus 550 just because listen. So it is really, really hard to watch college, really, really hard to repeat a college basketball. Obviously, UConn went on a run where not only did they just win every game, but they beat the shit out of
Dominate. Yeah.
They beat the
Dominating.
shit out of everybody. It was. I'm pretty sure they covered the spread in every single game, but
God,
Oh, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
that
but-
is crazy shit.
yeah, but they're still good. They're still good this year.
Good
Yeah.
money this year.
They're still good this year. They returned a lot of the players that they had from last year back to this year. their best player, Donovan Clingan. He's kind of rising up the ranks as far as
He's a guard or a center.
he's a big guy. So
That's the nigga from last year.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like he's actually gotten like a lot better this year. He can actually like little stretch the floor a little bit, which that's really big in college basketball because a lot of the teams like to pack the paint in because a lot of the big men can't shoot. So I think UConn plus 550. If you just want to,
Good money.
That's good. That's good money.
Good value.
I think the second team you want to look at is Creighton plus 3,000
to win the national championship.
Yeah. So the reason why I like Creighton,
probably shooters.
Talk to us.
Yep. So the reason why I like Creighton is because they can shoot the shit out of the ball.
They always have. I say always.
Yep. So they got some really good players. I know Coach McDermott might be going to OSU. I pray to fucking God. But he's got a really good program.
You gonna bring the culture back?
He can bring the culture back. He can bring the culture back. I mean, fucking Chris Holtman, like he got recruits, but he can do shit with it. But they got a lot of good players. Ryan Kalkbrenner. He's about a 6'11", 7-footer who can also shoot. Because that's a long thing I'm looking at as far as who's got skilled big man.
Yeah.
And then the third team, if you really want to get frisky,
the one I like.
I like South Carolina.
Oh no, that was ain't.
Look,
I thought we was on the same page.
We're on the same page. We're on the same page.
We're on the same page.
Yeah, no, this is if you just want to kind of throw a dart throw in there because let's be honest, it's March Madness. Any one of these teams could fucking happen. You really shouldn't trust any of these teams to win that many games in a row. But
don't trust these damn kids.
Hey, give me my Wildcats.
These kids.
Give me my Wildcats.
So I got a question for you since you said that comment. Since then Jimmy said you got the Wildcats. So I want to talk about Rob Dillingham a little bit since we talk about college basketball. That's why I enjoy watching. Like it's like 3 or 4 bucket getters in the. It's like to me, like I can enjoy watching. Like you, I think he Purdue. I think his name Hunter or something like that. Is it Hunter Silas or something? He averaged like 24 points a game.
Yeah.
Bucket. Yeah, but I like watching him and I like watching like Rob.
Rob
is exciting.
Hey, Rob is a different beast, bro.
Electric.
Jamal Crawford vibes.
He's the only. I will say like men's basketball. He's probably literally the one.
Like he's exciting to watch. That's the only nigga you want to really tune in to. Like if you like a casual.
I've tuned into more or less like the foreign players because it seems like them, like the Alexander Sarr kid.
He's a dog.
There's a wing from France that looks pretty good. That's coming in this year as well too. They got him projected top 5. So I've been looking more like that, bro, than anything now.
And you also got to think of the G League talent too. That's going to be coming up the draft too.
Ron Holland is another one.
Ron Holland.
What's the other league? It's not the G League. The one Rob was playing in.
Overtime Elite.
That shit. A lot of them players be good.
You like that? You like that?
They be good.
It's like more gimmicky. It's like the gimmicky.
That shit is literally
it's terrible basketball, but it's fun to watch.
Well, they beat the
Ignite is terrible basketball too.
Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, no, it's terrible basketball. There's no situational structure, nothing. It's just niggas hooping.
It's crazy because like when you think about it, like obviously, like I think what's hurt college basketball a lot because like you got all these other leagues that give options to kids that don't want to go to college. But like if you really think about it though, like who's really come out of the G League or Overtime Elite that's really been making an impact for the league?
Thompson twins. Asar has been really good for us.
Yeah.
They struggle.
There's still some holes in their game for sure, but Asar is an all-around player. Like he just got to work at his offense. The defense.
Jalen Green,
which at the same time he's been over. He's
up
to what we thought.
And Rob too. Rob was Overtime Elite.
Yeah, but didn't that say something about like the quality of these leagues?
I agree with you though.
Green might be the best player or something like that.
I mean, I'm a Jelly Green guy. That's my guy.
I agree with Sean too because he does. He's
not consistent.
He's very inefficient. He's very inefficient scorer.
I'll give you that.
He doesn't play defense. So it's like really, I don't really know what more else I wish you want you for at that point. But I agree with Sean was saying is like I think the product of these other leagues are ruining it. It's kind of like it's making it worse to where you're getting like these young players coming in are just not developed at all. And like G League, and G League Ignite is like one specifically like if you looked at them since they're like incorporation into the G League, they've been awful every year because they have no veteran leadership. They have all these young players
talked about that.
And they're getting smacked right now by all these other teams in the G League, bro. So it's like, go ahead.
So Jimmy, who did you like in March Madness?
I'm rocking with my Wildcats, man. I'm rocking with my Wildcats.
Kentucky Blue.
Like I know defensively we struggle. Okay, they definitely struggle on the defensive tip, and that's why. And they also there's some games I watched this year, Kentucky, where they just seem like they don't really care half as much. They be getting a hustle, and it just like the effort is just not there all the time. And I guess that comes with a young team, but offensively, they can get a bucket. You got Reece Shepard, you got Antonio Reeves, you got Rob, like you got all these guys that are just, and then you got Tiro in the paint, and then they got
So is this an indictment on your boy over there, Calipari?
Yeah, because a lot
The
of
greatest recruiter ever.
Come on, bro.
He's
Like,
definitely the greatest. He's definitely one of, if not the greatest recruiter ever.
He's
Just-
the greatest.
If you look at all the guys that they brought to the league,
coaching wise though.
No.
It's not. It's like he should have more than one championship.
So I know a lot of Kentucky
Way more
people.
than
A
one.
lot of Kentucky people had low key Coach Cal on like the hot seat before coming.
he'll
into
never be
this
on the
year.
hot seat.
Yeah.
Just
You don't think
Coach
so?
Cal will never be on the hot
Because
seat.
he can recruit.
I think Big Blue Nation. might be a little
Okay, so
bit
if you
up.
get rid of
I
Coach
think
Cal,
he might be better, too.
who do you get for him then?
I don't know.
Coach Cal been there for the. I mean, he been there for the long haul.
He was with Memphis and then came there right
He's
after
done
I
that.
mean, I guess, but he's had a better career at Kentucky. I mean, it's Kentucky though. At the end of the day,
That
yeah,
Memphis,
that's true. That's true. Hey, it's hard. It's hard to win.
and that Memphis team was crazy
come on,
though.
bro. When you got all them players like that, it's not that hard to win. It's not that hard.
I mean, I guess, but they not. But they also not at their full potential though when they were there too. Like you have to.
I mean,
Bro, he had the platoon swap.
he had like
He did
12
have
niggas.
two
They was
spots.
doing 5 and 5. They was
But
coming
it's
in
hard,
5
bro,
and
because every year
5.
you bringing in a whole new
Five
squad. Like it's
players.
you bringing in 5 new guys every year, or 5, 6, 7 guys every year.
It's not really, but it's not college basketball's not even like that anymore.
I mean,
I guess.
You can't even like.
Roy Williams.
I guess.
doing it.
I
Coach
just don't
K
think
managed to
personally.
do it. Like, all these other players managed
I
to do
just
it.
don't think personally that Cal would ever be on a hot seat to where Kentucky's like, no, we don't want you anymore.
Hey, since,
Just because of all the success that he's brought to them since he's been there.
yeah, since you said that, though, like the hot seat. So we talking about big man like going into the league this year. That's like it's big man heavy. So what do y'all think about North Carolina big man? That was crazy, but North Carolina's big man. I hate that man.
Armando Bacot,
Armando
hate-
Bacot,
who's been in college
Yeah,
for
he's
like
been in 8
8 fucking years.
he on
Nigga
that,
older
he on
than
that,
me,
Perry,
like-
he on that Perry Ellis.
Yeah, I'm about to
On
say
that
that.
Perry Ellis
Yeah,
I
shit.
think he's going to
Yeah,
sneak
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like if he goes to the league, he's going to go to
Yeah.
the league, but he's
He's
going
not
to
going
sneak
to
off.
Is he? But like, is he going to the league though?
He's not going to the league. He's like 24. That nigga's like getting drafted.
I mean, I think it's a chance.
Bro, it's a young man's league.
I mean,
That
maybe,
nigga's
like-
I don't know. Is that
He's not gonna be a lottery pick, so it's just
He's
like,
thinking
What, he's gonna be a second rounder, maybe.
nah, he's not gonna be a second rounder.
Exactly. He's not getting
He'll
drafted.
He's not gonna
sneak
be
on the
second
team.
rounder.
He'll sneak on the team. He got us.
I don't know. Is that
He's not making it on team, man.
Player of the
You don't
year?
think it?
G League overseas.
Is this for the
And there's
defense
no
though?
knock on that, but it's just like he's not making.
He's a good rim
He's
protector.
old as shit though. And
But
the
they
NBA
undersized
won-
as
the
fuck,
NBA
yeah.
won.
That's what I'm
the NBA
saying,
won
like-
That nigga to the rim.
Younger players. They don't
He got
want
like Miles Turner
Man,
size.
they be putting that nigga through the
Yeah.
rim.
Nah, bro.
So-
he's good. He's not getting drafted. But we talk about the other side. Let's flip to the women's side now.
Miss
Talk about
Clark.
Caitlin Clark a little bit.
Dog.
She's what 18 points away now from breaking pistol speed scoring record of
It's a
NCAA Division
crazy
I
record
basketball.
to beat.
That's such a crazy record.
So it's nuts, isn't it?
Shout out
bro?
LSU,
That is-
man.
that is nuts.
She's like literally one of a kind.
And she has the opportunity to come back another year.
She's not gonna come back though.
She
She
already
already
said
said she's
she's
going to the
gonna
league.
She's
Yeah.
declared
Man,
She
she's
just-
gonna be
Hey,
back.
she fuck around. She probably making more money now. Let me stop.
Oh,
being
she
nasty.
probably
No, so-
you're not lying. She probably is making
Y'all know.
money
Let me
now.
stop being nasty though. Before I go on a tangent.
I bet Illinois Iowa would pay a pretty penny for her to stay for
Yeah.
another year.
So I got a point about that. So I mean, they did break down the math. Like she is going to be getting paid more at Iowa than she would be in the WNBA.
Oh, I believe that.
I do think it is like kind of important for her to get to the WNBA as quick as she can because like I mean
Your
Caitlin
body.
Clark, yeah, just because she's bringing the more of the popularity to the WNBA. Obviously, like
Yeah.
the WNBA has grown a lot over the years. But I think it is important for her to kind of make that leap as quick as she can because I mean I think because I even saw on FanDuel that you can even bet odds on her to win the WNBA MVP already.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
Fuck, are
Well,
you serious?
No, I'm serious, God.
Well, she don't declare.
because you know they're not in season right now, so
She's
kinda
going to
crazy.
the league, low-key, bro.
That's
But
kind of crazy.
at the same time, too, though, like Sean said, I think the WNBA is probably dying for her to like say.
oh for sure. I mean, are they though? Are they though?
Yes,
The
that's
WNBA.
ability,
But I
bro.
feel like the last few years, I mean, look, Sabrina Ionescu was at the fucking
But let's be honest.
All-Star game.
None of these
and
girls.
she was open.
She was
That's the first time a woman's ever been in the. Well, actually,
She was
no,
none
other
of
than
them
like the
all-
skills challenge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of these girls, like bro, Caitlin Clark has the opportunity to be
That's-
the greatest women's
Oh,
basketball
facts.
of all time.
I do think there has been a lot more like name recognition stars
sure,
that have been
sure.
in the WNBA. Like
Yes,
you got,
yes.
Breonna Stewart, you
Yeah,
got
Breonna
Sabrina
Stewart,
Ionescu.
Sabrina.
You
but
got Kelsey
I
Plum,
just think the
Asa
Asa
difference
Wilson.
Yeah.
Wilson, yeah, you got a lot of them.
Yeah, but I just think the difference is I just think that
The
Caitlin
old girl
Clark
from
really
Indiana
is.
Fever, whatever. I
Yeah.
can't think
Hey,
of her name. We
Zai
talked
Cook,
about last
shout out Khalid.
week. Zaya, yep,
Yeah.
yep. So I mean, it's a big names in the WNBA now, but I think Caitlin Clark is literally like she has a trajectory, bro, of literally being the greatest women's basketball player
For
of all time.
sure.
Like, I mean, I think now, like, there's even an argument now with her breaking this record. It's like, damn, like, is she gonna be a top 5 player when she enters the WNBA? Like, I think it's a possibility that she's already a top 5 player when she enters the
Like,
WNBA.
so like literally, it's crazy because I was watching like one of her games. So they had a camera just on her.
I remember. I
And the
remember
only
seeing that
only
shit.
time I've ever seen that was when I watched a random NHL game and they were showing Connor McDavid.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
in fucking a soccer game where
You
it
gotta
was
be
Inter Miami or Miami,
Yeah,
and it was showing Messi.
It's like if
Think
they had
about
one for
that, it's the
Wendy.
only 2 times you ever fucking see just a camera on one person.
Yeah.
Connor McDavid and Messi, Caitlin
Yeah.
Clark.
I'm surprised they haven't done one
That's
for
her,
Wendy yet.
You put them names up there, it's kind of crazy.
I mean,
Yeah.
bro,
Yes.
like for
Yeah,
real, like
kinda
that's
crazy.
the start, but that's the star power she has. Like you see the lines that are wrapped up around the building for her.
Crazy.
Like, you see the shit, like bro. I've never seen a women's college basketball player garner this much hype.
Bro, the tickets for the game tomorrow are insane.
$4,500.
Yeah.
Or $5,500.
Like what? You can pay $10 to get to a UT game.
If Caitlin Clark wins the women's national championship this year, is she the greatest
Low
college
key.
basketball player of all time, women's and men's?
No,
I don't know, man.
Maya Moore.
I don't know, man. Maya Moore.
Moore.
Really?
Shit, Elena
Maya Moore.
Deladon was hoping too.
I mean, but bro,
I can associate Jerry Miller
You said
for
who?
college basketball.
Oh yeah,
Elena
you
Deladon.
I
can't
feel like
USC.
I feel like
I'm saying men's
Miller.
and women's.
Yeah.
I'm saying I think she has, bro.
Maya
The
Moore.
fact that she
Maya
breaks-
Moore was
the fact that she
different.
breaks that scoring
Different.
record, right? And the fact that she wins the national championship,
Brad
like-
Store's a great one.
what
Breonna
how does that
Stewart.
not make her the greatest?
I would say she is the greatest. If she did win
One
if she
title?
did, then you would
One-
still
one
have
title?
people.
Correct.
She got
But-
one title.
But that's true. But she has the
I
scoring.
don't give a
but she has the
fuck.
scoring. But she has the
Winner.
scoring.
I don't
scoring
give. You
title.
have to win. Because
She
if
wins-
Brown, because if you
But
know,
do you really have to win at the college
if
level, though?
Brown,
College, though.
I don't give a
College.
damn.
But do you
if
really
it's
have to win at the
high
college
school.
level,
No,
though?
bro. It doesn't
If you
mean as
consider
much.
the greatest,
That's not-
yes, yes.
That's not
Yes.
She doesn't have to be the greatest, but I will say her impact on the women's game is probably bigger than
Did anybody? You can say that.
Oh,
You
for
can say
sure.
that.
You could
I
easily
say that.
don't think necessarily her like. I mean, you gotta think about it. She goes to fucking Iowa.
That's what I'm
Man.
saying.
And like, I mean, like
That's
that's
what
her
I'm
hometown.
saying, bro.
I
team.
don't
Like,
give a fuck
she
if
could
she went
easily
to
went to
Springfield.
Utah,
Easily.
South
She
Carolina.
brought
but
that
she
team.
wanted to
Like
be
you
in Iowa.
never heard of Iowa women's
And you know what's crazy? You're never going to hear about him again when she leaves.
Hey,
No, she might, but I think now you probably like she's done
Bring some
enough to where
people.
that team
I'm
is going to be
bringing.
decent. They'll be a
I
top
guess,
25
but it's still
team.
Iowa
They
at the
know
end of the
what's
day,
going on.
though.
Who the fuck gonna play?
It's still Iowa at the end of the day, bro.
mean,
Like,
shit.
I'm not going there because,
Yeah.
oh, that's what Caitlin Clark went to school.
You're not about to break none of them
Yeah.
records. You're not about to break none of them
If I'm
records.
from Iowa,
You
no.
gonna be in the shadows the whole
Right.
time you're there.
But I mean, bro, I think sometimes players have that impact to where they kind of turn the school up a little bit. And they
I mean, I
start
guess it
doing
just
decent,
depends on what
like-
school you're going to. Like,
Yeah,
it's
but-
different than like we talk about, like, again, we talk
I mean,
about
bro,
Iowa.
But let's say this. You can say the same thing about Bama for men's football. Like it took a little bit, and once they got
But that's
Julio Jones,
different,
Bama
though.
always
But
been
But that's
rolling.
different, though.
Like,
That's
Bama always been relevant,
Niggas
though.
don't want to play him.
Do you know how many other schools you can go to as a-
He was low-key weak.
Do you know how many
Tuscaloosa.
schools you can go to as a high school girls basketball player, like other than Iowa? You can go to
just like
UConn
other
and
men's football.
so I'm
teams
saying, like, if you have the
outside of
opportunity, I don't know. I
It
just
also
feel like
matters who's paying the most money now.
that's true. It does matter about who's paying the most money.
That's
Please
what
don't
it
make me
is
hop in a
now.
nasty bag. I'll play for any of
Now.
them goddamn
I think,
teams
but I
bag,
do think,
right?
I do think if Caitlin Clark wins
That's
the
facts,
title, that she's the greatest basketball player.
If she win the title,
men's and women's.
I think
Men
she.
and
I
women.
think the title will put her up there, but she has to win it.
I think she has to win it too.
Because how
she
many Maya
doesn't-
Moore got?
I don't know.
Maya Moore
Two.
probably got.
Two.
She got two,
But,
really?
but let's say this: the
Oh,
team
sure.
that she played
I thought she
for
had
was
like
a lot
three.
better than the
Like three.
Iowa team, her teammates and stuff.
Yeah,
And she
lost.
also doesn't have the scoring record.
I'll look that up.
Like Caitlin Clark literally is going to have the scoring record for most points scored out of the Division I basketball player, men's and women's.
She the only motherfucker that been there for 5 years too.
She's been there for 4 years. She's only been there 4 years.
That's about to
She's
say.
been there 4.
She's only been there for
She's only been there 4 years.
No,
This
she's
is
been
her
there
fourth
for 3, I think.
Oh, this is her 4th year.
Okay.
This is her 4th year.
Yeah.
So she has the opportunity to come back for a 5th year because of COVID. She hasn't even used
Oh,
the
yeah.
COVID.
But you gotta think about it. You gotta think about it, bro. Them girls was going to the league right away because they ain't had no money.
No,
This,
you
this
gotta
is
stay.
pre
No, but
NIL. Like
WNBA, you got to stay 3 years.
Yeah, off the
So you
Maya
have
Moore
to
is
do-
2
so-
champion.
Oh, that is true. I forgot about that.
Every player had to play 3 years in women's basketball.
That's
give
true.
me
So,
Maya Moore.
That's what I'm saying.
The
bro.
most
I think
electrifying player is Caitlin Clark, but the best
Maya
player.
Moore played
Definitely
she
very
played
like-
at Notre Dame, right?
Maya Moore?
UConn.
I'm sorry, Caitlin Clark's better than Maya Moore.
Yeah, thank you,
I'm
thank
sorry.
you, bro.
She's a better player, but the most
Oh,
decorated.
Skylar Diggins damn near was like,
No, Skylar Diggins was- and no,
She
no,
was just
no,
pretty.
no.
Okay,
come on,
that's
bro. She
that's.
was hooping.
No, she was
the
hooping
lucky,
at she
the
was
lucky
hooping at Notre
lefty,
Dame though.
the lucky lefty.
She was hooping.
She was hooping, but
Correct.
she ain't no damn Maya Moore. Let's just stop that right there.
You're right. Yeah, let me stop.
Let's stop this before it gets
Let me stop
nasty.
But then but also too, I guess we can talk about college because Maya Moore went to the NBA and won what back to back
A
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
titles with the Lynx, MVP, like
Then she quit and got married.
This
and she quit and got married.
After they got out of jail, did she get
Oh my god!
Shit.
Hey,
Shots-
bro, we gotta stop this
Oh,
nigga.
they crazy. I know.
This nigga's
Y'all
about to
did
get
that. Hey.
No,
Hey.
that's
It's
True
reading
love.
the tracks, man.
Hey,
I love
goddamn.
True Love. It's a love story.
That's gonna be a movie.
Ryan Moore, have some goddamn
No,
cool.
I'm saying,
Have some damn decorum.
Can you
Damn
imagine
decorum.
Jason Tatum like quit
Just
basketball?
quit
Like,
basketball.
I gotta go save my bitch.
Oh,
Like,
my girl.
I gotta save my bitch.
Andrew Wiggins.
It's like a
My
movie.
bitch, hey, look, he talking about Andrew Wiggins.
Oh my god.
He said they give you 5 years.
Gotta get
Nigga said, go grab me
Hey.
a book. I'm about to be a lawyer. Fuck this
take
basketball.
bar.
Say
True love
hey,
prevails,
He
man.
should have dropped up and got Brittany Griner out of jail over there. God damn.
Hey, bro, all
They
right.
had that bitch in the gulag. the bottle. Let me.
All right.
That might be the way to cancel.
No, all I gotta say is if you bring a drugs to Russia, that's
You're asking for it.
You
asking for it. You're asking for
Let
it.
me.
Wow.
6'8".
Wow,
like a
man.
cop right now.
Yeah, man.
You're right. Yeah, let's-
Russia, drugs. Yeah, you're you for that,
Hey,
Brittany
man.
Griner. We're glad you're free,
Wild.
though.
Do
We're glad
better.
you're free,
She
but
is
you know you was out of
We
pocket
gonna
for
talk
that
about how
shit.
some cool.
It's a couple places where I'm not taking drugs to. Russia and China are at the top.
Like,
of
come
that
on.
fucking
What are we
list, bro.
talking
Like,
about?
What are we doing?
I promise you, I don't gotta get that high. That
I
bad.
don't, bro.
It's
Like,
really not
I
that
don't,
serious.
bro.
They got some Russian vodka. You can
Shit,
go
you
in.
can just go over there
Don't
and
do that,
bro.
man.
I'm good.
Don't be
bro.
bringing
Yeah,
drugs.
nah.
I'm good. You 6'10",
Stay away from drugs,
and you
kids.
black with dreads.
You're not-
They
it's not
fucking
that
with
bad.
You
dog.
sting like a sore damn thumb out there. They said
I'm
she
saying.
had to cut her dreads off because they was getting too cold and shit. Them bitches was freezing.
bro.
I said, come
All
on.
right. Oh, yeah, let's move on. So next topic, man.
All right, bro.
Yeah, next one we moving on to. Hey, man. So we're gonna talk about the NFL draft combine, man. We're gonna talk about a little bit going on. Obviously, it's still going on, but I want to talk about some of the big time performers so far. I think all of us are probably going to say one. Jimmy's definitely going to say him because I'm sure he's praying that he drops to the line, but he's not. So get him out your head. But Kenyon Mitchell's been balling obviously a
Oh,
little
I
bit
would
so
love for him to
far.
drop to
He's a
Detroit.
dog.
Man, he's
29.
good, man.
Hey,
He's not gonna be at 20.
They only played
Listen.
corner for a year.
listen. Let us let there be all offensive guys coming off the board to start the draft. The Lions are moving up. I guarantee you they're
so?
going to move. That's the only position we need.
Yeah.
We don't need quarterbacks. We
Wait,
don't
wait,
need-
wait, wait,
Linebackers. I think
Mark,
it's a linebacker,
let's
too.
preface it. So, okay, let's break down kind of what everyone is looking forward to. Like,
Yeah.
like
What do you
what's the biggest thing you guys seen in this draft process so far?
Like what?
I've
Like
been a couple
position?
weird things.
Whether it's
There's
where
been a
your
couple
team
weird
is
things.
picking or just
Yeah.
how this overall
What's so
process
fortunate,
goes. Because one thing we've seen throughout this draft process is a lot of the top players are either choosing not to work out
Yeah.
and wait
Not
for their
even,
pro day or not
That's
even
true.
interview at all. So like,
Yeah.
what do you?
Hold on, wait. So did y'all see that shit about Caleb Williams where he said like he hasn't showed any of his medical records to any of the teams and shit? Like
Oh,
that was
yeah.
that
He
was
been
low.
bugging the
he
whole
really
process,
no.
though.
He
He
really
been
just
bugging
feel
for
like
like-
he really just feel like
He's him.
there's there's no way that he's not gonna go. Like he's not gonna be the first quarterback off the
Do you
board.
think- but I'm,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
thinking
nasty.
I'm thinking damn near like he's doing this to avoid being the first pick off the board.
It doesn't matter. I
Man,
mean,
fuck
it
Caleb
doesn't
Williams.
matter
I'm so
because everybody
sick of
say he was
this
number one
bro.
pick without him. Yeah,
It don't matter.
just the way he's
Yeah.
going about it is just like
Niggas a
weird,
nut,
bro.
bro.
So the medical thing. So like, if you really do think about it, like why would you want to have to show your medical?
shit.
information
Even
to the team?
Penix did it.
But like,
Penix shared all his
but like,
all his
why-
injury shit.
But
But
like, why?
Penix is not going to be picked
Hold
that
on, let
early.
Sean say what he's gonna
Yes,
say.
he will.
What you gotta say, Sean?
But like, it's funny when you think back about as far as the combine process because like it really does seem kind of like archaic, like old school, the whole like
Very.
combine process. Because like if you really break it down, like why would you have to show your medical information to a team that you know is not gonna like pick you? Like why? Like
That's
I
true.
mean,
like
I
would you
get
like
it.
would you show your
I get
medical
that.
information
If
to
I'm
like
about to get
a job?
yeah, nah,
You know, them
going
GMs
to-
talk.
A company that you know you're not about to work
Yeah.
for, but
Yeah.
like they got you. Like it is kind of like weird, like when you do
He said,
think
sign
about
this
it.
360 deal, nigga, and give us your medical records right now. Sign it
Yeah.
360.
Yeah, what are you hiding?
Got nothing to hide.
Yeah.
What are you hiding?
I mean, but it's like
But I mean, for me, for like being like, wouldn't even matter if I'm hiding anything from not like. Why do I gotta let you know what I got going on? If I
because
know
we're
like
an investment.
Huh?
I'm about to give you 400 million. Like we're investing in you, so like you gotta show us.
okay, but like, what sense would it make for the fucking?
He's
for the fucking
No, I agree.
Like,
I
I know
agree.
that,
yeah, like
You know,
if
you
the team
can't
trying to
interview
get up
with
to you,
teams all
like,
the time.
yeah,
He's not interviewing with every team either, but it's
Yeah.
just like I feel like for any team that needs a quarterback, like a team like the Patriots or a team like the Bears or like the Falcons or anybody that has these first round picks that could potentially move up to get him. I mean,
no one's moving up. to
No
get
one's
him.
you know it's probably moving up
No
to get him.
one's
You're right, but like,
Get him.
This is about a slam dunk, but
So who going first? I'm about to say who going first?
I mean, I would be shocked if Caleb didn't go number one.
I think Caleb's going number one.
Mar, I think Mar.
Unless the Bear, but the only way Marv goes number one is if the Bears don't take court or if they keep Justin Fields.
It's a possibility that Marvin's not even the first receiver off the draft board.
That's what I was telling. I think
But that's because he
I
keep
was
doing
telling
they say he
somebody
doing
that
this
my
weird
dad.
shit.
I was telling him, shout out Big Jim. I was just telling him that like he thinks because Marv he got the name behind him and what he did. I'm like, people really did see Rome though. Like people wasn't watching Rome because he was playing with coach. But
neighbors, I think.
or league. I mean, there's so many, and obviously those are like this.
It's heavy. It's deep.
It's deep.
But I'm pushing that agenda that nigga isn't the number one receiver off the board because we right there at number 5 to scoop that nigga up if he ain't.
Hey,
He's not gonna make it 5.
Who's y'all sleeper? Like, who y'all think is like, okay, this nigga about to slide through the cracks, or like late first round, second round?
I think some of those quarterbacks.
I got quarterbacks. So for one, Marvin Harrison is probably he's definitely going to go still number 1 wide receiver. Like
sure. I think
the reason why he's doing all this weird shit is because he can.
Yeah,
Right,
like,
that's facts.
People know like he's going to
like,
fucking take care of it. But anyways,
Arizona.
I think the big sleeper of this whole draft process, and I swear to God, I fucking even hate to fucking admit it, but like,
oh my God. Don't
Say it.
probably
Blake.
Say it.
probably JJ.
Oh,
Probably
Mhm.
JJ.
It's
And
JJ.
I'm not even
Bro.
necessarily saying that. I'm a big fucking Buckeye fan, and I'm not even necessarily saying like I like JJ necessarily as a prospect. I don't
You
think
can
he's
say
What
that.
did- what did
Cool.
you
He's not-
think?
He's not at Michigan anymore.
What did you see out of him that made you?
I just think that this happens every year where like there's like you get your first like 2 or 3 like top quarterbacks that are going
Mhm.
first off the draft, and then you got like all these fucking teams need quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So I
So
think
many
like when you
teams.
like break it down, teams get more farther in the process. You see like a JJ McCarthy, you see that like wow, he's not one of those top 3 guys. He can kind of move around the pocket a little
Got all the
bit.
tools.
He was like in a good offense. I'm trying to get away from necessarily like digging him because they didn't ask him to throw the ball necessarily as much, but like you got to look at like, hey, he can move. He's got a decent arm. Like if you have a
He
good
got an arm.
offensive team in
Great on
place
talent.
and a good scheme, like you don't know what
do you-
happens.
I'm
So-
indifferent
so
about that. I think
number
that's a good take.
So
but I'm
what do you
indifferent.
think? As far as quarterback rankings go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we know Caleb's number 1 off the board.
Mhm.
Are we saying Jaden's number 2 off the board?
That's what I'm hearing.
What's
I think
up?
Jaden's
So what's up with the Michael Penix shit though? That narrative kind of just died down.
I mean, I
like,
think we.
But
I think that Michigan game exposed a lot of that shit for him. To be honest,
the mobility.
I think him playing against the NFL level defense
Facts.
that he couldn't do
Facts.
shit against it really fucked him up.
Y'all know I can't stand that nigga anyway.
So I think like let's say, are we saying that Jaden's number 2, roughly to the Commanders?
I've been
Yeah,
hearing
I would-
Jaden's going
I would say
I
so.
think Jaden goes to the
damn, I gotta
Commanders.
be a
Because Sam Howell is
I think,
essentially Drake May. I mean, they're essentially. I mean, they're not the same
Yeah,
player,
they
but like
feel like
you getting the
similar.
same,
They're
you
very
getting the
similar.
same style
Very
of
similar.
quarterback. So
I
it's
think-
just like
I think
it's a great comparison.
right.
Yeah,
So he
yeah.
he
I
bigger,
know
but
that.
No, he's
Damn.
huge. He's a
God
boss.
damn. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
wild.
wow.
Jesus Christ. But moving forward.
Our AI.
Wait, all right. So let me ask you two. So like,
I got what I want to say.
I want to see 2 questions.
Okay,
From you.
okay,
So
okay.
1, who do you like as a sleeper prospect, and 2, who do you want the Cowboys
Yep.
to take?
That's and so they both go together.
One and the same.
Okay,
One and the
okay.
same. So I'm
All right,
glad you
so-
asked me that because everybody gonna be like, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm going to say Keon Coleman. That's what I want.
oh,
I like
dang,
that.
that's not
I like
bad.
that.
But
I
again,
like
that goes to
I like
he can
that.
be there.
Why, though? Y'all don't need a.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Michael Gallup's out of there. Either a
Brandon
running
Cooks
back. I
getting
don't want no
old.
running back in the first round. I don't want a running back in the
No,
first round.
hey, because running back class they too.
It's deep. So it's like I'd rather grab. Give me my
That nigga's
guy,
not
man.
one, too, though.
Yeah,
Y'all
give me
can drop
Keon. If Keon, well, he's going to be available.
What about Donnie Mitchell?
Wait, let me ask you about Keon though, because he's more of like a jump ball receiver.
Yeah,
Yes.
DK. I
Do
think
jump,
DK.
but do jump ball receivers really have a place in the NFL like
Not as
they
much
used to
anymore.
though?
This is
They can run routes.
This is the thing about you. I say the thing about Keon is like our system. He could be one of them players that is drag across the field. Like he don't gotta be like no deep. Like he
That's
can be
good
one of them
point.
players that like outrun. You feel me? Like he got quick
Like a
movement,
Dez Bryant
real
type
shit,
nigga?
like a Dez Bryant. Like you can just stretch the offense out with him. Like
Yeah.
he's one of them players like athletic. He can do it all. Like he can do a little
I
bit.
think
He
he
can
can
block.
compliment CD pretty well.
Really well.
And I feel
Really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he got the size and
He put
speed.
CD in
And
the
so-
he
slot.
athletic
Oh my
as fuck.
So okay, so
He's
you want Keon?
tall,
yeah,
LSU.
so-
You want Keon? Who do you want to see the Tampa?
Wait, Jay, I want to ask you.
Oh, you already know.
I got
I'm
2
drunk.
questions. No, I got 3 questions for Jay.
Okay.
I got 3 questions for
I'm
Jay.
drunk.
All right.
1, why do you guys want Austin Eckler back? 2,
Ooh, yeah, I know.
why the fuck would you want him back?
I don't know.
2, who's underrated? And 3, who do you want the Chargers?
So 1, I don't know why they want Austin Eckler back. I'm assuming at that point it's just because Austin Eckler probably wants to come back. They probably can get him cheaper. They probably have him as a backup.
Back up to who?
Fuck
though?
Austin Eckler.
I don't know. We're gonna end up getting a different running back.
I hate that nigga.
The rumor is right now, from what I've been reading in the Charger little rooms and everything, is that we were looking at Josh Jacobs is our number one. That's our number one target for running back.
You said Josh Jacobs?
Josh Jacobs.
God damn.
So they're targeting him as our number one running back right now for free agency.
I don't want to see that.
So if we got Josh, we kept Austin, I'd be solid with that. I wouldn't be mad because we didn't at that point.
You could put Austin in the
he can still
I'm about
catch
to say, I
passes.
think
He can still
yeah.
catch passes out of
in
the
the
backfield.
gun.
Be kind of
At
nasty.
that kind of point.
That would be a
It'll
nasty
be
backfield.
I don't think he gonna have a bad year like last year. I ain't gonna say fuck
No, I
Austin,
think
but I was
he
being
was hurt.
nasty.
He was
You-
hurt
I like
last
Austin
year.
Eckler.
He's
But he's not good.
I like Austin
He's not
Eckler.
good. And we need
He
to get
just-
that. We need to get that narrative up.
And these injuries are all injuries that are
How
going to
well-
like hinder his
also
career
like
like as he gets older.
He was an undrafted running back coming out of like we have to remember this. It wasn't like he was a highly touted running back. And he
Okay,
came
now
in
you're being
and, like,
nasty.
bro,
Right.
he's not fucking good.
Nigga's a
So
hard,
is-
nigga's a hard worker. He's a hard worker.
He was.
So he's
All right, so who do you want in the draft?
I would love Marvin Harrison Jr.
Realistically,
Remember,
Are y'all trading up to get him? Hey, if he falls,
like it's
no,
if he falls far enough,
If y'all act like it's impossible, it's not.
man,
far-fetched.
it's far the fuck fetched
It makes it
it's
tough because the
far
Cardinals are
far-fetched.
probably going to take Mark.
because the team
It
needs
makes-
before y'all.
it
That's
makes
why
it
it's
tough.
far fetched.
But we also at the same time they could be blowing smoke, so they gonna take Martin, give him Malik. We don't know. Like
No.
So
Give us a realistic
all right, so
take.
realistically, if Mark's not there, I think Brock Bowers would be
I like
a good
that.
pick for us.
that would be nice.
If we didn't look at Brock Bowers, we still have two other receivers that are employment at that point. We need a defensive tackle, which is not. We need offensive as well too, but
Yeah.
defensively, I know I saw Jim actually.
Y'all defense can get away with
He
some
was
shit,
timing.
like-
He was timing the D tackles. He was watching the D tackles heavy. So I don't know what we got going on there. But realistically, Brock Bowers, or again, I would rather take. I would say if Malik Neighbors or Rome is there, I would take either one of them at receiver.
So who do you
Another
like? Who do you
receiver in
like
the first
more? Who do you
round?
like more out of those two? 'Cause that's probably who you
Personally, I would want to take. I'll probably take Malik over Malik
Talk
and
to him.
Rome.
Go Tigers.
I would like
Go
Malik,
Tigers.
and I would actually prefer to take Malik over Bowers just because I saw that picture of Bowers. He looked
I don't know,
tiny.
man.
He's tiny
That
as
shit
fuck.
get the fuck
Oh,
out
he's
of
tiny
me,
as fuck. Like
He's
he
tiny
damn near a
as fuck,
slot,
bro.
He damn near a
I'm
slot.
not.
I feel like that's the mid tight end though.
It is kind of,
He's a new age tight end.
but I haven't seen any of those tight ends like that.
But if he go to a team where he got a run block and shit consistent,
That's
like
right.
he's
Jim
fucked.
Harbaugh loves to
He
run the
has-
ball,
he's
and
fucked.
Harbaugh loves to run the ball. So we're going to have to get a
He's
power
fucked.
tight end. Bro.
He's
He's fucked.
fucked.
He will
We're
be
not. That's
fucked.
not
You
going
could
to
get
work.
room for him
It's
to,
not gonna work.
to work
He
with.
will get
He's going to
cooked.
get cooked. So
Wait.
Sean, who's your
Yeah,
sleeper?
I hear this
I like
shit.
how you said that about Harbaugh. Harbaugh's kind of like the football version of like Tom Thibodeau. I feel like.
Yes,
Like,
yes,
just-
yes.
Running players to the ground.
One more
Yeah.
success.
Run
One
them
more
right,
success. One more.
Like, you'll get some like good regular season success, but like probably in like 5 years, I'll fucking hate him. But
Yeah, bro. Like you only got a 5-year shot, especially for running back wise. Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
can almost cook yourself at that point. If you're
See
but
Austin Eckler.
who's your sleeper? Who do you want to see Tampa grab? And then we're gonna move on to Jimmy as well too after that.
So I'll go real quick. So I think the Bucks like so I'll get it out the way. So I think draft prospect, I think Chop Robinson out of Penn State is probably who we're
I
gonna
like
want.
Chop.
You said who?
I like
Top
Chop
Robinson.
ran a 4.4.
What?
He did.
Yeah.
He did. That was
Chop ran a
nuts.
4.4.
Yeah, so that's what I would like.
Moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I would like to see the Bucks get. We just lost Shaq Barrett. We just really let him go. So we do need a pass rusher. I do think we're probably gonna let Devin White go as well because he just had Devin White got benched at one point at the end of the year.
But what
He
do you
really
think
did.
happened there? What do you think happened real quick? I'm sorry. What do you think happened there?
No, it's so fucking weird. I'm glad you asked because, like, I swear to God, if you asked me after that Super Bowl, like, I would have thought like Devin White was gonna be like
The
such
fucking
a
next-
Hall of Fame trajectory. He was
Star.
he was so
balling.
quick off the line. He was what you want out
He
of
was
like a
solid
modern day
sideline.
linebacker as far as like he can move side to side.
Yep.
But I honestly think like some players like when they do get that contract or that ring, that they just act satisfied. Like it's kind of like how like DeAndre Ayton got a fucking contract and he's just like,
Oh, that nigga.
I
Did he
don't
still
know
even
that
hoop?
player,
Did he
like,
still
I don't
leave?
tell you
I
though.
don't need
But
to
I
prove
tell you
anything
though.
anymore. Like I think that's like what Devin
Hey.
White did. Because I think he's always been like an inconsistent, like not as disciplined player. But it just got like over magnified, especially like when we were
Poor
in like
man's
struggling
Levante
times.
David.
But I mean, the biggest thing with the Bucks is like Mike Evans like might fucking leave, which I swear to God
He's leaving.
I'll never forgive the Bucks if they don't
He's
resign
leaving.
Mike Evans. But
So
I don't see him leaving.
I think how you'll know if he leaves personally is what y'all do with y'all first 2-round picks.
no, I think it really it
They'll
just
know
comes
before
down
then.
to
They're gonna
like
trade him before the
Baker.
draft.
I think it
so?
just comes down to Baker. If we get Baker back, then I think Mike Evans will resign. But
Okay.
Jimmy, who do you want?
So,
that's good.
I said on
Chop is not that's not bad.
That's a great pick.
I said that. So what? Yeah, they still got Vita
Yeah,
Vea.
we still got Vita Vea, yeah.
Dog.
Go ahead, Jim.
The one thing I said the Lions needed was we need some secondary presence, not even safety wise. We need some corners out there.
What y'all got? 26.
29,
About to say, 'cause I
I
think-
think. Yeah, we got a late pick. So that's why I'm like,
First time in the fucking Lions history.
No, I'm saying,
Like,
like,
That's crazy, ain't it?
it is
so
crazy.
take a moment to appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Look.
Usually the Lions fan, you
I'm
like
gonna join the
fucking
winning
in the
circle.
draft.
Yeah.
But like, it's a blessing and a curse too, because like obviously we 29, so like we know how good we did this year.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, damn, now we gotta wait all the way to the end of the draft to get a guy. Like we might, but
Yeah.
at the same time, you
That
might
guy might
find
be
like a
gone.
diamond in the rough. But I really do think that we move up in the draft. I mean, the way the draft is going, it seems like it's going to be quarterback heavy, then receiver heavy, then probably like defensive end, which would be nice to have an edge rusher, but you have to be
Offensive line as
realistic,
well too will go in there as well.
right?
It's
And
like
we'll
it's
probably
like
get some guys. Oh yeah, we're gonna get one of them. We're gonna get one of those corners.
Yeah.
Whether it
That's
be
crazy.
Quinion, if we trade up to get him,
Right,
if we get Terry and Arnold,
Two just from Bama.
yeah. So like
Yeah.
Kool-Aid.
Kalen King from Penn State is really good.
like there's some guys. I don't really have a
love
preference of who we get. I just know we need somebody.
Right.
Because at some point we're gonna get to a point where those guys are gonna be gone, and then it's like, who do you take at corner?
What free agent corners are available this year? Are there any big
Well,
ones,
L'Jarius
big
Sneed just
names?
signed. He just signed his franchise tag
Hey.
with the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Can I
Yeah.
say
But-
something about that since you just said L'Jarius Sneed?
Yeah.
He had an amazing year.
Playoff.
Oh, yeah, great year.
My
That was
God.
crazy,
At
dog.
first, I thought it was a fluke. You feel me? Because he went to a smaller school. Then he
Yeah.
go to like Louisiana Tech or some shit. He went to I forget what school he went to, but he had a
Small school.
great year.
Yeah.
Because like the year before that, I'm like, he kind of iffy. I'm
No,
like,
no.
this year though, I'm like, no, Sneed lockdown. Like he's on that. So keep going though, Jimmy. I just wanted to say that.
Nah, but like no, so that's real shit though.
Yeah.
So I just think we need to get somebody that we can say, okay, this guy's gonna be available. Let's move up. I mean, we've done it. Well, can't really say we did it. We've moved in the draft. We've shown that we will move down or move up and still think we're gonna get somebody. Now we're in a position where, okay, let's drop our nuts, let's move up and get somebody that we know is gonna be able to help solidify our secondary.
Yeah, right away.
Because that's the biggest thing. Is like our secondary is terrible.
But you know, y'all linebackers and Sting.
No, our linebacker. I mean, we got Jack Campbell. He had a good year last year. He'll get
Anzalone.
better. Alex Anzalone has been playing great for us since he's been in Detroit.
I just don't like that nigga last
Derek
name.
Barnes,
Rodriguez, who was
Malcolm
the one?
Rodriguez.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
came in. He came in
He
in
came in
the
smoking.
NFC Championship
Y'all-
game when Derek Barnes got hurt, which
Yeah.
did suck,
Y'all
We
niggas got
definitely-
me, Mays, and Marcion on linebacker.
bro. And it's crazy, but it's funny though because back
They
in
got me
the
at
in
corner.
the 2010s. When we had Stafford and we had those guys, we had the linebackers. We had DeAndre Levy, we had Steven Tulloch,
But
we had Cliff Averill.
the thing is,
Y'all
like,
had
the
gritty
Lions,
ass
like, y'all-
old
we did.
linebackers.
Like your
Niggas old as fuck.
corners have been weak though. Like even when y'all got
Always.
Buddha, like it was
Always.
Like, damn,
No,
these corners.
Our corners have always
Has
always
anybody
been
ever
great.
had a good corner? Have y'all ever?
We had Dre Bly.
Slay.
Oh,
We had Dre
Bro,
Bly back in the day. And we had Darius Slay.
Damn, I told me.
Yeah.
I'm tripping.
That's-
Hey,
I
mean,
Dre Bly
like-
was my nigga.
Man, Dre Bly was that guy.
My nigga.
Other than that, though, man, and it really, I mean, you got to go back to like Night
Wait,
Train
did y'all-
Lane,
did
like
y'all
if you
have-
want to get back
Did
to
y'all
it.
have? Did y'all have? Look, Matt Trey Lane played for the
Come
Raiders.
on, bro,
before he
cut
came to
this shit
y'all.
out.
I'm just saying, bro.
Did
Talk about
y'all
Lions
get Dre
Okay.
Bly before or after he played for Denver?
That nigga got 11 helmet on.
before
Before
he
so
started
went
in
to Denver
Detroit.
after he-
Yeah,
The niggas just say Night Trey Lane.
I'm just
like,
saying,
are we
bro.
gonna skip
Hey.
that?
I'm just saying, bro.
What the fuck?
How many great corners? How
That
many-
nigga
brought some history.
Hey, look,
They got 11 helmet on,
Bro, that nigga had the
Come on, bro,
Jerry
what are we
curl.
doing?
goddamn-
Holy
you
shit.
talking about great corners in Detroit?
Goddamn, you went to the first
This
thing.
nigga
You
said,
want
"I
to
ain't
follow,
Trey
nigga?
Lane." That nigga was out there clothesline, nigga. Talking about-
That nigga want an
Dude, it
artifact.
ain't like I went through a whole list of corners. I named 3 corners.
You had a nigga with a leather helmet. He was the first thing to touch a
Hey,
piece.
that nigga had single
Besides you,
bar,
bro.
single
Oh,
bar
God.
in his fucking
Hey,
face.
come on,
No
man.
more
Hey,
piece.
come on. Hey, he's the first thing you want.
No mouthpiece.
That nigga was out there laying niggas down. Pause. But go ahead.
So wait, so I do want to bring up because obviously we had some like trade rumors going on, obviously with the Bears, probably going to go with Caleb Williams. So there's been some feels to Atlanta buzz.
Not happening.
So
Sorry, Tone.
I guess real quick, what do we think about that? And like, what do we think about like as far as to like just the Bears' decision to like go ahead and get Justin
I think-
Fields?
I think personally, if the Bears are making that move, they need to make sure they get the picks for it.
Thank you.
Because they're gonna have to do something. Now they're gonna have a quarterback. So what do they do? Like, do they go after or they get Caleb Williams? So I mean, I don't know. I feel like if the Bears are ready to move in that direction, that's fine. I don't think it's gonna be the Falcons personally. I just don't see it being the Falcons. It just doesn't.
But
seem
why?
like,
It's hometown. Well, he's from the outskirts, but
well, because I mean, yeah, and that's he's a hometown guy, I guess. But like me and Mason talked about it earlier, like you look at these, who they have on their team. They have a really, really, really young squad. They got a Bijan. I mean, I
That shit gonna
guess,
be
but
explosive.
you want to be
He
able
really
to, you want to be able to really tap into like Right. Kyle Pitts,
How does
Drake
Bijan-
London, like
Bijan-
I think he can help
He
them
doesn't help
out.
any of them develop. I don't think
He
so.
doesn't. Y'all don't think so?
No,
you need a
so
guy.
I think it's
What
interesting.
the fuck?
Go ahead,
Y'all
Sean.
don't think so?
Go ahead, Sean.
So I think a couple things are interesting. One, Raheem Morris, the new Falcons head coach,
That's
had
true.
kind of said he kind of described like the quarterback he wanted. He was describing more of a pocket passer,
Exactly.
someone that could.
Exactly.
He was
really
real-
open up the game.
No, listen, he was
God.
really talking up Matt Stafford as far as like someone that can process behind the pocket,
Kirk
someone that
Cousins.
has accurate
Kirk Cousins.
arms, someone that can push the ball down the field. So like
Okay.
when you do hear how he talks, like it sounds like they're actually like not gonna go like with Justin Fields. So like I've heard like some like Kirk rumors for them.
Baker
So,
Dark
that's
Horse.
kind of crazy to me. Like Kirk
Yeah.
Cousins, like this is Kirk.
Hey, I'm
I
not-
like Kirk. I like Kirk.
Before you start, though, Kirk was on a blazing path
But
before
he
you got
was.
hurt this year.
But no.
definitely was.
Cooking.
This is what I was gonna say. I don't have no hate towards Kirk. I love Kirk because he got my dog.
And that Netflix
But-
chick made me like Kirk more too.
Yeah, he seemed like a good guy. So so what I was gonna say was though, Kirk, I don't think like that team would fit him because they got Drake London, but like
Yeah,
he's very good at like getting his star receiver the ball.
Drake
He's
London,
always
Kyle
been,
Pitts.
nigga, I'm not stars though. Like them
I mean, but that's
They
what
could be.
Let me
so do you
I mean,
think
they
you
took-
think
they
you
took
think
Drake London in the first
so
round.
You think so you
I
think
think Drake London's a bust, but I do think
I don't think Drake London-
No,
bust.
how can you say
I
he's a
don't
bust
think
when he's
Drake- I
playing
don't
with
think
Taylor
Drake- I don't
Heineke
think-
and Desmond
yeah, I
Ridder
don't
and Marcus
think Drake- I
Mariota?
don't
That's true.
And I thought I got a new respect for Drake London because I really was like one doing my due diligence and I peeped. I'm like, oh, he
He had a really solid year this year. He was looking good in a few games.
Him and Michael Pittman are like the same receiver. Him and Michael Pittman are the
Michael-
same.
Facts.
1A, 1B.
Yeah,
They literally
yeah.
I be getting them
They be the
confused.
same
They
receiver.
look like each other. Yeah, they look like each other. Same build.
Like Evan Seven.
That's
Like
Mike
when we
Williams.
talk about the jump receivers, yeah, he's like Mike Williams. Like he's one of those type of guys. I think personally, my opinion, I think the Vikings are going to resign Kirk Cousins. I don't think he's
They got
going to be
it.
able
They
to
got
make
to.
it.
I feel like they have
They
to.
don't have a chance.
What they gonna get?
They don't have. I mean, unless they're going to be
Hey,
taking
I just
Penix
did just look at a
Bo
mock
Nix.
draft and it said they were taking JJ at 11.
so
The Vikings.
I heard that
There's enough quarterbacks in the draft to where if you want to trade your quarterback or not let him go,
But
you
is
can
JJ
take somebody
gonna be
else
ready
and
to play
restart.
first year as a rookie?
I mean, you have to.
But what are they gonna? But so time out.
So-
what are the Vikings gonna do with all that extra
For Josh
money floating
Dobbs?
around?
Wait,
For Nick Mullins?
Okay.
All right, so I think like one thing like I think the Vikings, while like obviously it's a good fit like for him to like resign with the Vikings.
I think it's
I heard like it's like low-key like kind of not gonna be as easy as people think it is because Kirk Cousins wants another. So the thing about Kirk Cousins is he's good at getting a fucking bag.
He's always
Give
got
him
fully
the-
he's
guaranteed
good.
Give him
contract.
the
Good at getting
fucking
a
money.
fucking bag.
Fully guaranteed
Hello.
And
contract.
that's the thing. That's the thing. I heard the Vikings came to him last year, told him like, "Hey, like obviously we want to re-sign
I'm not
Kirk,
giving you that.
but we're not gonna do that fully guaranteed contract again." And obviously, Kirk, that's kind of what he wants. So I do think like if a team like the Falcons like throws a fully guaranteed contract, which I would. I think like before like he got hurt, I think Kirk was playing like a top, not even top 10,
three.
top five
Top three,
quarterback
top
in the
five.
league.
I'll
And
give you that.
as someone that's a fan of the team in the division, like in the NFC South, as a Bucks fan, I'd be scared as shit.
You can't
with
let
the
Kirk go.
Falcons.
Yeah, no,
you
you-
to Kirk because like that Falcons team, like okay, so hey, fuck Desmond Ridder because I lost so much fucking money on Desmond Ridder. Because that Falcons roster is really
It's
good.
really
they
good.
have
Hey,
Bijan,
they-
they have a
they-
good
they-
offensive
Monsters are
line.
Explosive.
Hey,
I think
the monsters
Raheem-
that matter.
Yeah, I think Raheem Morris comes in. Obviously he's a good defensive minded guy, and I think the difference between him is that he's not like a coach that like he comes in as far as like we need to run my system. He runs like
Player development.
he's about player development.
For sure.
He's about putting like the players into the best spot to
Sure.
win. So I think he's gonna I think that's one of the rare like defensive coaching hires that's gonna like turn out good for them. But
Nico
like
Ryans was another one.
Yeah.
Yep.
but like
Yep.
if you give that offense, like I do think like obviously like as anyone that plays fantasy football, that fucking Kyle Pitts is like in jail in Atlanta.
Yeah.
But I do think a receiver like Kirk Cousins because like he does well with tight ends. Obviously like TJ Hawkinson became like one of the best tight ends like
my
in the
God.
league like with Kirk Cousins. So like
Fuck TJ Hawkinson.
I think he gets him. I think he gets the best out of Drake London. And then like Bijan is fucking special.
He's so
So,
special.
like,
special.
if you give that offensive
Who's
veteran
the Landers
team,
other running back too? They got another running back.
they have
Tyler
Tyler
Algier.
too, who's also
Yeah,
A young guy.
who's
Every
also-
thousand yards is
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, so-
So I got a question for you, Sean. So
Yeah.
since we're talking about the Falcons, we got pieces to move. We can make some moves here because we got, like we said, we got Tyler, we got Cordell, and we trying to get a quarterback. So now we got assets. So What would you do with that? Like, what pieces are
What
you
number
moving?
pick-
Are we
what number
moving
pick does Atlanta
Tyler?
have?
Are you moving
As far-
Tyler Algier?
as far as
Are
the
you
Falcons?
moving-
So I think the Bears are kind of in a like shitty situation because like everyone fucking knows that they have to trade Justin Fields.
Exactly.
So I don't think you necessarily have to give up like
They're at 8.
high
Yeah.
assets. Like I think if you give them like, because I know that the Bears had like a lot of like running back issues.
They did.
Last
Always
year.
hurt, yeah.
But
Rashawn Johnson.
they're fucking running out Deontay Foreman.
Exactly.
That was
Like,
crazy.
But he was,
So,
but he
like,
was running wild.
I do
Hey,
think
he
you
was
can
supposed to
give
be
them-
that guy.
He
Yeah,
was running
He
wild in the
was.
Panthers the year before. Low-key.
He was.
but like obviously, like he's not that guy. So I think you can't throw in like a Tyler Algier. And honestly, like it would probably take like a player like a Tyler Algier, a
third
fourth and a
pick.
seventh. I think that would
Hey,
be.
give him
I
jump
think,
up with
I think that gets it done.
To get that one spot.
No,
to get
like,
that.
to get Justin Fields.
Oh yeah, I
They're
think
gonna give up a first round
Fields,
pick.
they probably.
They're gonna have to give up a first
But
round
like
pick.
if I'm Atlanta though,
No, second.
Hell no.
Second?
Third.
For Fields.
Maybe third. You may
Fields
get
first.
Really?
No,
They're not
you got
getting,
no first
like-
round pick for Justin. Like
you're not
I
getting
said, like you
Justin
got it.
Fields.
Like the things this,
I
like
need a
Sean
first.
said, bro. You know that they had to get rid of Justin Fields.
That's what
Like,
I'm
you know that
saying.
They want to get rid of Justin Fields. So at that point, you lose leverage.
So teams are going
As Chicago Bears, you're
absolutely.
not going to be able to say, I want
They have
to
to pay Justin Fields.
Exactly.
Right,
So
that's what I'm
you-
saying.
You gotta
Like-
pay him. He just
Yeah.
went. I ain't gonna say he went crazy last year, but he definitely looked.
Bro, Justin-
He definitely picked
So
up his
let me touch
game. I
on
mean, he
that.
was hurt too.
Let me touch on Justin Fields real quick. Because the
Pause.
thing is,
Yeah, pause, bro. Come on.
But let
man.
me touch on the subject of Justin Fields real quick.
GMA.
So my thing
GMA.
is, when we're looking at Justin Fields, right? The only thing that Justin Fields has shown us through his 3 years so far are flashes. He hasn't shown us any sign of consistency. He hasn't shown us that he can process and read a defense. He hasn't shown us that he can be able to make the throws, the timely throws. He hasn't shown us anything that he has the instincts. He runs into more sacks than actually are calls. So at this point, it's like,
His line was bad though. His line is terrible though.
I mean, yes, bro, but at the same time, other players have overcome having a bad offensive line. We
Have
gotta stop
they?
using that excuse.
Have they?
Joe Burrow.
Word
had a
of
bad
the day.
offensive line.
Word of
Lost in the Super Bowl.
Word of the
Justin
day.
Herbert had a bad offensive line.
Hasn't won in the playoffs.
But I'm just saying, all these players still have.
Hey, Patrick Mahomes lost to Tom Brady.
Word of
Offensive line was terrible.
Word of the day. Accountability.
He has to take accountability, bro. Like
I mean, I
have to take
guess, but that team was a dumpster fire though. The-
I mean, bro, but at
I
the
think
same
it's
time-
50-50. I think.
But the Bears didn't set him up for success
I
either
think
though.
it's 50-50.
I agree with that.
I think it's
They
50-50,
didn't
bro.
set him up with
They
success.
just,
They're terrible. Ever. I'm about to say ever.
I'm saying so like,
Them niggas was
they're
doing
not-
a goddamn Super Bowl shuffle last time they had a good quarterback.
like Jay Cutler had
Mr. Trubisky
Brandon
got him-
Marshall released.
Mr. Trubisky got him into the
Payton,
playoffs.
nigga, Walter Payton, refrigerated period.
Mr. Trubisky got him into the playoffs, right? Let's say that.
The
Jay
defense.
Cutler had him into the playoffs.
Jay Cutler had him in the Super Bowl.
He had him in the Super Bowl.
No, it was Rex Grossman. Just
That-
kidding.
that-
That defense was disgusting.
But let's say
Are
like
we
this,
serious?
Yeah,
Lance
well,
Fritz,
like-
Brian Urlacher, Peanut Tillman.
After year 3, right, of Justin Fields, and he hasn't
What?
shown this progress.
They lost to Peyton, too.
What are we expecting for Justin? We think Justin Fields is going to come out year 4 and just be a Pro Bowl.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that's going. I don't think that's going to be the case either.
We have to be realistically honest here as far as what it is. But I don't think the hands of Atlanta are going to be perfect for him.
Yeah.
Man, Nagy got Super
It
Bowl.
wasn't even, but he had Eberflus mainly. Yeah, Eberflus.
No, he had Matt Nagy
He had Matt
before.
Nagy year 1.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
go
Nagy
through
year
all the-
1. Yeah,
he from the
Eberflus
city.
last year, Eberflus this year.
He from the city. I
So-
ain't too crazy.
Eberflus sucks too, but I'm just saying, bro.
Oh my gosh.
We just have to be honest about ourselves with Justin Fields. So pretty much what I'm trying to say here is like, yes, he's not going to be. You're not getting a first round
Couple
pick for
flashes
Justin
in the
Fields.
pan.
You're not getting a second round pick for
I
Justin
like
Fields.
Justin Fields.
The best you may be able to leverage is a third round pick, but like I agree with Sean is you'll probably get a 4th or 7th and another player.
I just don't. I just feel
we
like,
have to be honest with ourselves.
but I just feel like with the teams.
and I love Justin as an Ohio State fan. I
But-
love Justin.
But maybe the team that trades for, I mean, maybe it's not Atlanta, but maybe it's the Steelers.
So I think I
Because it's a first round pick that's not like it's not like their
Crazy.
pick is super low or
Yeah.
super it's
But
like
the
super
Steelers
high.
need-
Like
the Steelers need other things too, to where I think they wouldn't give up a first round pick for Justin.
I mean,
they need
That's the-
a quarterback will take the
Third.
Steelers to the playoffs. Damn near Super Bowl.
but
Wait,
Justin,
but Justin Fields that quarterback.
I was about to say Justin Fields a quarterback.
you don't really have to do too much in the Steelers offense. Like it's not.
He had to get the ball downfield. He has to be able to get the ball.
You
to the
really don't
receivers.
have to.
He got a good
Gotta get
line
the ball
though.
to the receivers.
I feel like
These
you
niggas
give him more
have
time.
ball.
Big Ben was out there game
Big
managing.
Ben is a Hall of Fame quarterback.
He is, but it's all about you don't have to do too much. Is what I'm saying. Like you don't have to do too much. You know,
Arthur Smith had a
Okay.
hey,
Just
with
don't
Justin
turn the
Fields.
ball
Hold on,
over.
hold on, hold on.
Okay, Big Ben did a lot.
He did. Thank you.
No, I'm saying his last year. No. I'm referring to this his last year, not
last year,
not the article, not the
his
body.
last year
body of
was
work.
better. Is better than anything that Justin Fields has shown us. Is better than anything Kenny Pickett has shown us. Is better than anything.
Well, shit.
Like we got to remember what Ben Roethlisberger like last year.
Here we
sucked.
go.
But
But at the same time, though, like
he ramping up now.
the issue is that we run into, bro, is that they can't get the ball to the receivers now, and I don't think Justin Fields changes that.
Well-
I don't think he makes that.
Well, let me.
It's the system.
The philosophy and the way that we try and get the receivers the ball.
Facts.
I agree.
That's that boy Craig Mays over there.
All right.
Yeah.
People are wondering who we're talking to.
Steelers fan.
Craig Mays.
Yeah.
With the Willie Parker on.
Has a strong arm. He has an accurate arm. Granted, he doesn't make the best reads.
That's
But
facts.
you're playing behind an offensive line without one first-round pick. The only offensive line in the league without a
I'm
first-round
going
pick.
there.
Talk to him. Look. Is that camera on me?
Of course you're gonna think. Of course, man, you got a fucking corner coming.
Hey,
in.
Hey, yeah, man. Come here. Look. Talk to him. Look. Talk your shit. Go ahead. Talk to
Bringing our
him.
Steelers fan, Craig Mays.
Talk your shit, man. Yeah, he got some shit to get off his chest.
The thing with Justin Fields and Kenny Pickett is, Justin Fields may not have the best numbers, bro, but you got to think. We just signed Arthur Smith. Ryan Tannehill had his
I was
best two
gonna say
seasons in
that.
the NFL. He threw 33 fucking touchdowns,
Balled out.
less than double-digit picks in 2 seasons,
Seven.
right?
7 or 8 that 1 year.
Yep.
Well, Arthur
Yeah, that's just
Smith,
1 year.
granted, we don't have Derrick Henry. Granted, we're
Right.
not handing the ball off to Derrick Henry,
Y'all
but we
got
got a two-headed
Derrick Henry?
monster.
Oh, God, y'all do. Najee and
That's capable of averaging 60 yards plus per game, both
And then-
running backs.
Yeah.
We got
You get
another
Justin
running
Fields.
back that's averaging 4 to 5 receptions a year.
Get
I
Justin
know a
Fields
lot
in
of
the
people
mix.
don't like
Get
Deontay
Justin
Johnson.
You throw him in the mix.
That's okay.
It's
People don't like Pat
50-50.
Freiermuth. That's okay, bro. But
Yeah.
you got to think. We damn near got a JV quarterback throwing them the ball.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why I say if y'all get
And
Fields,
then we keep
Like,
talking
I will
about this
say-
quarterback development shit with Kenny Pickett. Why are we
Yeah,
talking
he's-
about
he's
development
talk
with
it
a
up.
26-year-old
talk
quarterback?
it up.
Chalk
Kenny
it.
Pickett played
Chalk it.
5 years at Pitt, bro. He was supposed to come into the NFL and
Ready.
make an impact instantly.
Ready.
Yeah.
Instantly, bro.
Talk to him, man.
Talk to him,
We're
Mays.
talking about development.
Drop the
bro.
gems,
Talk to him,
Mays.
Not
Mays.
saying
Drop the
Justin
gems,
Fields is
Mays.
gonna make us a world breaker. Not saying Justin Fields takes us to the Super Bowl, but I'm
He
saying
makes y'all better.
he's capable of making us a lot better with
Makes
a good
better
head coach
plays.
I
that
agree.
believes in him.
Playmaker.
They were talking about, bro, Justin Fields was benched this year. Do you guys not
Yeah.
remember?
Could you
The D2 quarterback that was
but
come on.
can I ask you something? Could you imagine a fucking read option with Justin Fields and Najee?
No, that's what I was saying. Like,
I'm not
shit.
you have to think about it.
Oh,
It's Arthur Smith.
shit.
It's Arthur Smith's offense now.
An RPO with
It's-
Najee and fucking
It's Arthur Smith's
Justin
offense
Fields?
now, which is run heavy. You got
Mays.
Najee and
Who's Derrick
Jalen
Henry?
Warren.
Who's your Derrick Henry?
Yeah, essentially.
And I'm not saying that Arthur Smith makes him have a career year and it's like, oh shit.
But he has a better year than what he was
He
doing.
will.
Okay.
Come on, bro. You can't tell me
Okay.
he's not a better
He
player.
had the
So-
most support around him
So
for
I
sure
guess,
to
so in case y'all don't know,
maximize his game.
we know two Steelers fans that are heavy on the Justin Fields
Fuck
train.
Ali.
Yeah. We just heard
Fuck
Three,
Ali. I hope you watch.
three,
Turf Mays and Mr. Henry. If you're watching, fuck you.
and Tyler,
too.
But
and Tyler. Hold on.
I think I got this shit too.
but no,
Hey, shout out
listen,
Tyler,
shout
man.
out to
Too.
Shout out Lee, man. Shout out Lee.
Fuck
Shout out
Ali.
to the Steelers, man.
Oh, wait, I just gotta say that was fucking. I just felt the pass.
Hey,
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot.
you know what it is though? I'm
He
gonna
for
tell
all Steelers
you.
fans.
And like
that was the
seven,
Bush Steelers.
y'all
right
don't
there.
really be peeping it though. Like 7:17 in the morning, Craig would be literally quoting a tweet about Kenny Pickett. Like this is
He
fucking
hates-
disgusting.
Oh God, with the clip, with the clip to go with it and him doing some
Pickett
nasty shit.
sucks. Like if
A
y'all,
clip of him doing
so
some
in
nasty
case y'all
shit.
don't know,
I'm on some real
I
shit.
think we got the Justin Fields talk. But
yeah, I think we know.
I think we covered it. But
I
No,
think we know.
it just goes to show you how fucking passionate Ohio niggas are Justin Fields. So,
But
yeah,
I got a
fuck-
question. Since we're talking about free agency.
let's
So
move on.
I got one more question before we wrap this shit up.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry, because we letting go of Tony Pollard, he's out of there.
Ravens.
We're not afraid. They come to the Cowboys.
Ravens.
Who? Derrick Henry?
Derrick Henry's going to
No,
the
I think-
Ravens.
I think
We
Derrick
letting go of
No.
Tony Pollard. We got the
So,
keys.
That don't matter.
I do think
He's
y'all
going to the Ravens.
but I
You do.
don't think y'all gonna get Derrick Henry either.
I don't.
Saquon?
Derrick
We
Henry's
get-
going to
we
be
get
a
Saquon then.
Raven.
Saquon going to the Texans. He's going to
Wait,
big.
one at a time.
Saquon's going to the real big Texas. Derrick
Hold on.
Henry's going to. Derrick Henry is probably going to Baltimore.
Wait, Saquon, what's the real big Texas? You talking about Houston?
You talking
He going to Houston?
That's
Oh,
the real. That's the
really?
real big Texas.
Oh, that
Day?
would be crazy.
That's the real big Texas.
Oh yeah, he ain't like
You
that
fooled
one.
me,
Hold on.
nigga.
Hey,
Fool
hey,
me.
hold on. Wait.
Fool me.
We got
They go
more
farther
playoff
to playoffs. I was about to say, did they go farther to playoffs this year?
No, wait, no. Wait. Fuck this year. We got more playoff wins in our lifetime.
What you mean?
Bro,
It's the Texans.
come on.
Over the
man.
Cowboys?
Yes, they won more playoff games than the yes. Come on,
Really?
bro. Yes.
I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck.
Oh, since 90. Oh, yeah, that
We
makes,
count-
that
we
makes
count-
sense.
We
96.
counting rings, nigga.
Since '96.
Well, y'all
Hey, I think, if
already-
I'm not mistaken, I think the Texans have won 5, Dallas has won 4.
Ooh, how many Super Bowls they got?
Hey, man, shout
In
out
our
to
lifetime.
How many Super Bowls they got?
Matt
They just-
Schaub,
they
Andre
literally
Johnson.
They just became a team in like our
I
lifetime.
don't give a fuck.
Hey,
They came
Aaron
in
Foster.
2022.
So
How many Super Bowls they got?
you ain't never seen one.
Fuck them. Yes, I did. I'm 96.
Oh my God, bro.
I was
This
zero.
nigga was 9 months
Nigga
old.
was like this watching the game. He
Gaga,
was like
nigga.
this
This
and
nigga
was over there.
Gaga got the
Talking
Super Bowl,
about,
nigga.
talking about, oh,
Google
yeah.
God got a
Let's
Super
go
Bowl,
Cowboys.
nigga. Fuck you talking about?
Cowboys.
Crazy.
I ain't seen one, but goddamn, I was alive.
So I'm gonna say, all right. So we're gonna get our hot takes off because I think we only got a little bit left. But real quick, man, you 49ers fans, y'all in the same boat as them Steelers or them Cowboys.
Fuck
fans.
y'all.
Not the
Hold on,
Steelers.
whoa,
I ain't
whoa,
even
whoa.
said Steelers. Y'all in the same boat as them Cowboy fans.
Nigga, they
man.
beneath us.
Y'all need to
That was
pipe
the year
down.
before us.
Y'all
They was
need to pipe
95.
down. They was before y'all, but
95.
they've at least made a Super Bowl. They've at least made an NFC
They
championship.
have been to 2 Super
Fuck
Bowls.
making it. Who the fuck did who was he
Y'all
talking about
niggas happy
making
they
it?
got there, man.
Jay, why are you talking so spicy
They
like
lost.
y'all doing something? What the fuck is this about?
We
Like,
got
is
the
this personal,
NFC
nigga?
championship. We
Is this
got the
personal?
NFC championship.
I don't give a fuck
We got
about
the NFC
We
championship.
all-
So did the
Woulda, coulda,
Lions.
shoulda asked
What the
niggas.
point?
Hey,
Woulda,
son,
coulda, shoulda asked niggas.
Everybody
I'm
sitting
so
in this
sick of
room
this.
has made it to they conference champions in their
Except-
lifetimes, except for
except-
one.
This camera on me. Are these niggas
Except
acting
for
like-
one. Except for one. Only one team in this room hasn't made
That's
the conference
crazy.
championship in our
Hey,
life.
T-Cole,
That's
you know what's
really
crazy?
wild.
You know what's
That's
crazy
really
too, bro?
wild.
I would have
Hey,
never thought I
all I
would have
know
made
is-
it.
Jimmy, I don't even want to hear from you. I don't want
Hey,
to
What are you saying? Bags over their heads, man.
been
Look
there,
at
me and Sean
been
and
there,
get
done
back.
that. Hey, been there, done that. Can you say the same?
Sean and
You
Mays
like
is the only niggas who would talk to me.
Why?
Just because you.
We could
I
have
mean,
championship
I-
game.
listen, there's one person on this whole panel that has seen this team win a Super Bowl already.
I know.
Well,
Oh,
two.
Okay. Let's do our shout out to them. Let's get the fuck out of here because
shout out,
niggas.
man. So for the last, season finale, man, we appreciate everybody coming on, joining us. We appreciate you
It's been a fun
tuning in
time.
any minute, any second.
Shout out
If
Black
you shared,
Widow, all that.
yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
If you shared, if you liked us, if you done anything, we appreciate you. We coming back season 2
Just
with
getting
a crazy vibes, man. It's crazy energy. We have a lot of guests, special promotions, everything, man. And by that way, shout out Black Lido, shout out Mud Talk Podcast, shout out Village Academy. Shout out to Fort Mosaic for bringing the bourbon and the vodka as well too, man.
First,
Hey, that-
So we
That's
thank
right.
all of y'all before we go and then let Tico go ahead, man. We thank you guys.
Yeah.
Episode 10. Thank you.
So hey, I just want to say, man, shout out Fort Mosaic, like Jay said, bourbon whiskey, black owned,
Smooth stuff.
first free black town in the United States. So go check it out, man. It's some good shit.
Yeah.
Real good shit. Super
Really is
smooth.
man.
And shout out Victor George. We see us over here, the vodka. Very smooth.
Black
you know,
owned as
like
well
I-
too, man.
You feel me? Black owned as
Yep.
well. Like
Yep.
I said, if you don't like Tito's, that loose John, you good. That loose change feeling, you feel me? Go get you some Victor George, man. Stop playing
Loose
with yourself,
change
man.
feeling.
Because you know that Tito's is like loose change and pennies and
Yeah,
nickels
pennies
It
and
does.
earrings.
Hey, no, that's way
Shit
better.
is like
than
earring backs.
Yeah, man. So,
So
thank
man,
you
we
guys,
gonna get the
man.
fuck up out of here,
that.
Thank
y'all.
y'all.
That's crazy.
Drunk on.
Appreciate y'all.
We ain't canceled.
Season finale.
season
Fuck
2.
y'all.
We pulling back up, man. Season 2, episode 1. Join us, motherfuckers. Let's go. Bring my theme music in.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Play my shit.
Come on, theme music in. Come on, theme music in.
Camera me.